Hello, Patty Verrochi, 246 Jerome Avenue, Oakhurst. Good evening. I'd like to address an issue that I feel seems to be ignored or pretending that does not need to be addressed, which Minnie just addressed. As I am sure you all know, last week Howard Birdsall of Birdsall Engineering, the city's former engineer, pled guilty to second-degree criminal bribery and criminal violations of campaign donation laws. Specifically, what Mr. Birdsall pled guilty to was evading campaign donation limits by having others, in his case, his employees, write checks in their own names to make political donations to campaigns. And then Mr. Birdsall would secretly reimburse those individuals so that he was really actually making the campaign donations, but doing so in amounts way above what was permitted by law. Because of these illegal criminal campaign donations to politicians, Mr. Birdsall was awarded tens of millions of dollars in municipal engineering contracts by the elected officials who benefited from these illegal campaign donations. In short, Mr. Birdsall was bribing or purchasing lucrative municipal contracts by providing loads of illegal campaign cash to politicians. I say this to make two specific points. First, I would like to know if the mayor or if any members of the council accept or receive any campaign donations whatsoever from Mr. Birdsall or his employees over the last 10 years.
You can go look at my public records. All of our campaign finance reports have always been filed in a timely fashion. You're free to go look at them.
Right. If you've ever, you don't know off the top of your head whether you have.
You are free to go look at my
Okay. Well, if so, would you return such monies to Birdsall Engineering or donate the equivalent amount of the illegal campaign donations you received and accepted to charity?
I never received any illegal campaign contributions.
Right. Second, I have, as with many others, had occasion to review the New Jersey election enforcement, the elect reports from the last election, as copies have been widely distributed in the community because of the Kelly case. In those elect reports, it appears that the city attorney, Mr. Aaron himself, made the maximum allowable legal donation to the Schneider team. That his wife also made the maximum allowable legal donation to the Schneider team, and that his two adult children, one who lives in New York and one in California, each also made the maximum allowable legal donation to the Schneider team. 4 separate checks from the Aarons for what appears to be the maximum amount allowed by law from each. I did ask Mr. Aaron simply, did Mr. Aaron simply reimburse his wife and his 2 children to avoid the campaign limits? He holds a very lucrative contract as the city attorney. I am not a prosecutor, and I am not pointing fingers. Actually, maybe I am. Because unless I am somehow misreading the elect reports and what happened with the checks from the Aaron family members to me, a layperson, this conduct of multiple checks certainly looks to be exactly what Mr. Birdsall is going to prison for. I would ask Mr. Aaron if you could explain this and to go on public record, because I think the people of Long Branch deserve to know whether the thousands of dollars in campaign cash donations, cash provided to the Schneider team by the city attorney and his family through multiple checks was legitimate, or was all the money actually paid by the city attorney, Aaron, with the checks in other names?
I'll answer the questions. Every donation that I've ever received in 25 years is 100% legal, 100% legitimate, and 100% reported according to law. Now, and since you're referring to Mr. Kelly made allegations about campaign finance reports not being filed that were completely absurd and untrue. So you can take that back to Mr. Kelly. Every contribution has always been 100%.
Okay, I just want to make sure this is going to be on record.
Everything's on record.
All right, thank you.